I think there's a very great, long and famous history, if you like, of clubs at the school. I think the school's always seen education as being two-pronged. It's about the education the boys receive in the classroom, the academic learning, if you like, but it's also linking very closely to the learning they do outside the classroom. The most long-standing one has been a weightlifting club, and that predates me by quite a long time. Me having arrived here in 2010, I know that was running for at least another previous 15 years before that. So it's built up. Their successes have been amazing, and they've not only achieved the county, conquered the county, sorry, they've conquered the country, I think, in many ways, and they've also, of course, pushed on into Europe as well. And the boss, as he's called, Phil Carlson, their coach, is a phenomenon. He really is, and what he's achieved with whole different generations of boys is truly amazing. So they've won so much, they've achieved so much, and I think that's an amazing version of how boys doing something extra outside formal lessons can achieve so much across the school and beyond the school as well.
I enjoy weightlifting because I think it's a really good sport. It keeps you really active, and I'm quite an active person, so yeah, I quite like how it all works.
For the past 15 years we've had a British schoolboy champion every year. This year we hope to have many. We've got our biggest schoolboy team going to the championships in 1 month. A team of 25, which will be the biggest team ever to enter the championship. And we've had numerous lifters going on to European championships at the schoolboy level and right up through Commonwealth, European and World Championships, and several British record holders.
I kind of I'm more of a hands-on person who likes to do more of a hobby, more than like a sport. I like sport, but like weightlifting kind of meets that in the middle, and I kind of like that.
Do snatch, clean and jerk, back squat, front squat, loads of reps and that.
I think we're particularly lucky in that we've got a headmaster that always supports us if we need time off for trips, or if we need money for equipment. He usually says yes. So this year we had a big boost with a good amount of money for new weights and equipment.
Yeah, I've done 6 competitions, mostly from British schools. I've been a British school champion 3 times. I was coming first in competitions, and the other times I've come second. We do it in either Bristol, Birmingham, Oxford, London, places that we can get together and do it.
In year 7 it's open to everybody. They can all come along and have a taster session. From that we have a selection process, and we'll generally choose about 20 lifters. We're limited with space and equipment, so 20 is about as many as we can manage. So in their first year anybody can have a go.
Tennis as well as weightlifting are both very coordination-based sports, and I think tennis is good for improving fitness, cardiovascular and strength, weightlifting, strength, exercise.
To get more people to join, so then it just makes our school looks good, really good sport and that, and make them try and aim for the 2020 or 2016 Olympic Games.
Swimming's a newer phenomenon, so that started around about September 2010 in terms of this school and having a club. And again, their successes have been tremendous in a short period of time. And one of the best measures, I think, of their success is that not only do they go away and compete formally and defeat most of the other state schools, in fact all of the other state schools I can think of, they also take on the private schools as well, and they usually beat them as well. So that's a tremendous testimony to the skills of the swimmers themselves, but also to our fantastic swimming coach as well, Dr. Zabierek, who is a superstar as well.
When I start swimming, I forget about everything, and I'm quite good at it, and it's just a place to get away from everything that annoys me.
team competed in the ESSA School Nationals this year. We came 11th and 12th in our races in the front crawl and the individual medley.
The club has trained a number of students through to bronze medallion, which is an elite life-saving qualification, and also caters for less able swimmers and takes them from basics through to improvers.
This increases my own fitness, health levels, stamina, and helps me at school as well. A lot with like cross-country competitions and more other sport.
The most support I've received has been from parents, and the swimming parents are amazing. They've contributed a lot of their own time and ideas to making the club a success.
Our head teacher was kind enough to give us a small amount of money to help us fund with the kit for our swim team. A lot of my friends, and I'm sure other members of the swim team's friends, are quite supportive and say quite good things about us when they hear what we've achieved.
We're moving into water polo, which is, I think, exciting, and I'd like to get more students involved in that and then maybe open it up to the community so it's a community-based project. And then just continue with our successes, encouraging more students to come in of more abilities and making it more inclusive.
What pupils can get involved?
Anyone who has the ability and strength to swim a length.
If you're keen on swimming and you'd like to get fit and you enjoy the water, come along on a Friday, 3:30 to 4 p.m. up the way.
In terms of the tennis success has been great as well. Now that we've had the new tennis courts now for a period of some years, I think, and again the notoriety, the way the local community know about the tennis success in the school, I think is quite considerable. And again, the boys have gone on to compete against schools in the state sector, but also schools in the private sector as well, and have achieved so much.
Playing tennis because we like playing sports and it's fun to compete.
The tennis team itself has, over the last 5 or 6 years, has been county champions in one of the age groups every year for those last 5 or 6 years. Last year, the under 15 team got to the semi-final of the regional tournament, which is the furthest we've ever achieved. That's the last 8 in the country.
Our greatest tennis achievement is getting to the semi-finals of the school regionals last year.
Any pupils can come along to tennis club. The clubs normally run between term 1 and then start up again after Easter, and that's when we play most of our fixtures. But all year groups can attend tennis club during that time.
I do football, cricket, tennis and cross country for the school. I train once a week for that, and I play for Oxford United football out of school, and I train 5 times a week for that.
Well, we're hoping to increase the numbers. We've recently created a partnership with Didcot Community Tennis Club, so we've got a lot of boys that have joined there as members, and the boys that play in the tennis team also train at Cholsey and Portcullis as well, so hopefully increasing the numbers and getting some coaching in as well to help improve the boys' tennis.
I think it's just making sure that they do develop, making sure that the success we've had and achieved so far continues, but also that we're also always listening to other people's views. That hopefully new students will come to us and say, well, have you thought about trying this club or trying that? And also indeed parents as well. So it's always trying to say, well, we always buy into this. We believe clubs and activities and extracurricular activities and opportunities are so very, very important to the school and the education we provide. So maintaining what we're doing already, but also making sure that we're always open to developing it. And it'd be lovely, wouldn't it, to think that maybe in 2 years' time, this very considerable document is even twice the size. Wouldn't that be